Welcome all of you. I am Durgesh Kumar Pandey. I am going to take a class of 11 of political science, and your today's topic is the Constitution and the Constitutional Amendment. Class, you know this topic, Constitutional Amendment. It what is the meaning of amendment? Amendment means the change, the reform in old things. If we reform, if we change the old things according to new, this is called amendment. Students, you know our Indian Constitution is a living document because our Constitution is very flexible and rigid also. You know, in all over the world, there are many constitutions which are changed very less. Like the Constitution of USA was changed very less, okay, in their long period of time. But if you are looking the Indian Constitution, it was changed too much. Like till 2019. Till 2019, there were 103 amendments were completed. 103 amendments. Okay. Till 2019, there was 103 amendment was happened in our Indian Constitution. Okay, class. You know, our Indian Constitution is a living document because our Indian Constitution is flexible and at the same time it is rigid also. Flexible means our Indian Constitution is changed according to needs of people. Flexible means it is very flexible means it is changed according to needs of people, and rigid means the change is not very easy. In our Indian Constitution have a special provision for the change of Indian Constitution. Okay, our Indian Constitution is rigid. It means it is not easy to change. In our India, there is a special provision of change of the Indian Constitution. So our Constitution is rigid. So since our Constitution is flexible and it's changed according to needs of people, that is why our Indian Constitution is called a living document. It means the Constitution change according to needs of people. Okay, class. Now you are looking in the different countries like Russia, France and Nepal. Their constitution was changed time to time because the old constitutions were not fulfill the aspiration of people. That is why the old constitution was changed and new come. But our Indian Constitution, the age of our Indian Constitution is more than 17 years now. Still, it was working very good in our country. So, our Indian Constitution is a living document because it can be changed according to needs of people. Okay, students, you know, in our Indian Constitution have a special provision for change. Our Indian Constitution has a special provision for change. Article 368, Article 368. Okay, students, you know Article 368 tell about the procedure how our Indian Constitution is changed. You know Article 368 say that a parliament may in the exercise of its constituent power amend by the way of addition, variation or repeal any provision of this constitution in accordance with the procedure laid down in this article. Means the parliament have a power to change our Indian constitution according to procedure led by our Indian constitution. Okay, according to article According to Article 368, Parliament can change our Indian Constitution. Parliament can add something. Parliament can change something. Okay, so it has the power in the Parliament to change our Indian Constitution according to procedure led by in this Article 368. So Parliament can change any part of the Constitution according to this. Now class, there are three types of the things how we can change the Constitution. First thing, some parts of Constitution is changed by ordinary law. Some part of the Constitution are changed with ordinary law. Okay, and class, our Indian Constitution is changed by three ways. Okay class, our Indian Constitution changed in the three ways. Students, our Constitution is changed by three ways in a different way. Like some part of our Indian Constitution is changed by ordinary law, and some part of our Indian Constitution is changed by a special majority, and some part of the Constitution is changed by a special majority plus half of the state of legislature. Class, there are some parts of our Indian Constitution which are very less important, can be changed by ordinary law. They can change similarly like a ordinary law. Okay, similar to ordinary law. In some part of the Constitution is changed similarly like a ordinary law, and this ordinary law like a ordinary law which made similarly the Constitution can also be changed. मतलब जो बदलाव है Constitution में change एक सामान्य कानून में जैसे के लिए जो प्रोसीजर है वो लागू होता है. ठीक है, means you have a need a simple majority in the parliament. Means you have a need to a simple majority in the parliament to change some part of the Constitution. Okay, now come on the another parts. Most of the parts of the Constitution is changed with a special majority, and it means a special majority in the both house of the parliament, in the Lok Sabha as well as in the Rajya Sabha. In the both houses you have a need a special majority separately, then the amendment will be possible as per the Article 368. Suppose special majority have a two parts, total number of the house like Lok Sabha, Lok Sabha have 543 members, and Rajya Sabha 245 members. So first thing, you you always remember the strength of the house. So in the special majority, you have a need two types of the votes. First, you have a need to half of the support of half of the member for the amendment. Like in the Lok Sabha, you have a 543 member. So you have a need just half, like 272 member. You have need to support of 272 member for the support for any amendment in the Lok Sabha. And similarly, the Rajya Sabha, in the total number is 245. So you have a need to support of just half number, means 123 member you have a required, okay, in the Rajya Sabha. Okay, so first thing, you have a need of just support of just half of the member of the both houses separately for the support for the amendment. And second times, you have a required at the time of voting. Second thing, at the time of voting. At the time of voting, you have a need a special majority, means you have a need 2/3 member. You have need 2/3 member of the total number. 2/3 of total. Means at the time of voting, you have a need to support of 2/3 member which are present at that time in the house. Okay. Second thing, you have also need the 2/3 of the vote which are present in the house at the time of voting. Means suppose in the house at the time of voting 300 members are present. So you have a need to at least 200 members for the amendment at the time of voting. So this is the second type of condition in the special majority. So some part of the constitution are changed with the special majority in the both houses separately, okay, in the parliament. Okay, class. Now come on the next. Some part of the constitution is changed by a special majority, and you have a need to just half of the legislative of the states where support your amendment. Okay, suppose the matter is belong to a state. कोई ऐसा मामला है जो राज्य से जुड़ा हुआ है, स्टेट से जुड़ा हुआ है. So you have a need to support just half of the state. And half of the states legislative assemblies support your amendment, then it will be possible to change the part of amendment. So if the case of any state, so you have a need to special majority plus support of half of the legislative assembly for any amendment. So you are looking, you have a need to support for any amendment, and some parts are only changed by like ordinary law, and you can change some part of the constitution which are less important by you got the majority in the parliament. And second, you have a need to a special majority in the parliament separately in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Okay, and third thing, you can, if your matter is belong to state, so you have a need to a special majority, and you have a need to support of half of the states for the amendment. Okay, class, you know that some part of the constitution which can change by the symbol by simple majority in the parliament. No, if you are looking the article number 2, which are saying parliament may by law admit to the union new state. Okay, so article 2 is saying listen the words very carefully. Parliament may by law admit into the union a new state. Means parliament have a power to join in any part as a state. Means make any state and they have an article 3 is saying that parliament may by law, and the second thing is increase the area of state. Means you are using many times by law means by a simple majority in the parliament you can change some part of the constitution, like you can change the area of any states, you can make a new states by a simple majority. Okay, and now come on the another parts of the constitution which only can amend by the special majority in the both houses separately as part article 361. So only few parts is made by a simple law, but remaining part is changed according to article 368. Okay class, and you have a need in a special majority two types of majority. First according to the strength of the house, second according to the presence the people at the time of voting. So if the voting is according to strength, first you have required a minimum half of the members were in support of your amendment in the houses, and second thing, at the time of voting you have a need to support of at least 2/3 member of the which are present in the at the time of voting. Okay, similarly you have a need a special majority, and you have a need to support of at least half of the state and their assembly if the matter is relating to the state. So in our Indian constitution there are three types. You have a procedure to change the constitution. You know class, in our Indian constitution some parts are changed again and again, like the right to reservation, like for the scheduled caste and scheduled caste tribals, it will change at every 10 years. So if you are looking 5 to 6 amendments are coming by this, because reservation was only for 10 years, so it is revived after every 10 years. So if you are looking 5 to 6 amendments only in the name of reservation for scheduled caste and scheduled tribals. Okay class, and I want to introduce about some new things, like you know in our Lok Sabha previously there was only 545 members and 2 Anglo-Indian added include in this. So 2 Anglo-Indians were not again revived. Okay, and into previous year it was removed the list of our members in our Lok Sabha. So only 543 members are coming directly elected by the people. Okay class. Similarly, some you are looking the most controversial amendment, like 44th amendment, and this amendment removed the right to property from the list of fundamental rights. Okay, and this was a very popular constitutional amendment. Similarly, the 42th Amendment, this was very controversial during the time of Indira Gandhi, and this 42th Amendment is also known as the mini amendment in our mini constitution in our by the amendment. Okay, so 42th amendments were a very controversial. During this amendment, in this amendment, government was imposed at the fundamental duty in our Indian constitution, and this 42th amendment, so many new things have come, like the duration of parliament legislature was increased from 5 to 6 years, and Indira Gandhi, during the period of Indira Gandhi, it was not allowed to check the election of Prime Minister, President, and some other by the anybody. So they announced some restrictions and introduced the new things by the Indira Gandhi government during the 44th Amendment. Similarly, class, the article, Article 74 saying there is a president in our country, and he would work on the advice of Council of State headed by Prime Minister. But after the amendment in this thing, it was create a foundation that President should work on the advice of Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister. So the government was made some restrictions on the rights of President also. President should bound to work on the advice of Council of State and Parliament, Council of State headed by Prime Minister. Okay, according to new amendment 74(1) is saying a president can do their work, a president should their work on the advice of Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister. Means President is bound to work on the advice of Council of State headed by the Prime Minister. Okay, class. In our Indian Constitution, like 61st Amendment, in this amendment, the government of Rajiv Gandhi was reduced the age of voting from 21 year to 18 year. Okay, this is 61st Amendment. Means the right to vote and their age was decreased, and this age is reduced from 21 year to 18 year. And another amendment like 52th Amendment and 91th Amendment. You know about the 52th Amendment and 91st Amendment are related to the anti-defection law. You know what is defection? If a person is changed their party or with the help of which they got the election, and after the election, if a person is changed their political party and joined to another party, so their their seat in the assembly was suspended. Okay, so 52th Amendment was trying to control the anti-defections, and this is anti-defection law. And after this 91st Amendment also tried to make the law very hard. Only full party join to another party, then it will be possible a coalition, and it will be allowed. But without full party, there is not allow any defection. If all the parties defect and all the parties join to merge a new party, it will be possible. Otherwise, some party, few members are leaving their party, join the other. This defection is not allowed. Okay, thank